Good Sunday morning, everybody. Good Sunday morning. Welcome to Sunday with Spirit. This is not a political poll for the people who are joining for the first time. This is a spiritual poll. Every Sunday, a group of us get together, no matter what time, no matter what place, and we raise the vibration of the planet by playing on the web of creation, co-creating a more positive, harmonious place to live. And as we co-create on this web of creation, this week, I have pulled this card about 3 times. And it's the Hopi prophecy. Disconnect. Go underground for a while. And it talks about the ant people. And if I remember, I will put a couple of links underneath the video that talk about this. And because I got some people in my regular YouTube political reads, when I pulled this card, this one woman says, I have ant medicine or ant power or something. And I went, what? What does that mean? And, you know, when we go look and if we do a journey to and find our power animals, we're not so much supposed to look at what Google says our power animal is. However, we can ask the animal that shows up, are you our power animal? And listen to what that animal has to say. Yes or no. If no, will you help me find my power animal? Would you lead me to my power animal? Why are you showing up? All that stuff. So when this woman said, I have ant medicine, I should have just thought of it and said, what does that mean? But I cheated. I looked at Google. And it was fascinating, this website that I got. And it's all about strength, working in community, being part of the whole. And when I looked into the Hopi prophecy more, I could find similarities between I think it's Sumeria, Mesopotamia region, Egyptian region. There's many cultures that believe that in ant people, sky beings could be the Orion belt, Jupiter belt, is what the Hopis believed in one of the accounts that I read. And again, it's not so much to get hung up on a fact as the big message. And the big message is be good to your neighbor. Stop arguing. Stop warring against each other. Be the best person you can be. That's probably the message. But what the ant people did in the Hopi tradition, going back to this card, was in the worlds, in the different Hopi worlds, and I believe there's 9 of them. At the end of the first 2 worlds, the first world was destroyed by fire. And what is that? Is that a meteorite? Is that a solar flare, a CME? Is it a volcanic destruction? Something along that fire range. And then the second one was ice age, ice destruction. Is that a pole shift? Yeah, what is it? So those 2 destructive times where the topside Hopis had been, their world had become an inhospitable place for them to live. The ant people, the sky beings, directed them to the ant people, and the ant people took them underground and taught them food storage, food management, water storage, and water management, and allowed them to survive. And so it feels like, and in the Hopi prophecy, if you look at the Hopi prophecy rock, there is two paths, and we are at that precipice. What path do we want to take? Do we want to take the one that's going to lead us down the path, and that is fighting, warring, arguing, not helping each other? Or are we going to take the elevated path of working together, helping each other, and having abundance? So there's also a shadow side to the ant people when I look at this. And there's always a shadow side to everything. And for me, I want to focus on the light side and not go into the shadow side. We need to be aware of, not focus in on. So today what I want to do is I want to pull some cards on this ant people theory legend. And I'm going to use my galactic cards, and then I'm using my, what are they? The Lakota Sweat Lodge cards. I wish I had Hopi cards, but I don't. I don't even know if they have some. And then I am using my Lemurian, Beyond Lemuria cards. So let's see what this has to say. The first card that we got, it's like, let's just disconnect from this. There's too much noise that's not being, that we're not hearing, that is truthful. There's too much fighting, too much war, too much anger, and we feel that in the world. We need to go underground a little bit, get away from the topside noise. Let's see what the Galactic Heritage has to say. Good intentions. Well, yes. Let's keep our intentions good. Instead of going to the shadow side, let's go to the light side. And we can do that. And it's interesting, going to the light by going underground into the dark. Okay. Opposites attract. Energy transmission. Opposites attract. Energy transmission. Interesting that, and as I go through these, whatever these cards mean to you is super valuable. Put it in the comments if you choose to. Other people can get more information out of that and add to their story of what they're pulling from these cards. Good intention, energy transmission. I'm thinking, if when we, the reason we can't hear underwater so well is because the sound, and we can't tell the direction, really cannot tell the direction, but the sound is traveling so fast that it distorts the message a little bit, a lot. So I wonder, ant people, how is the message, how is the underground message coming at us, to the human people? energy transmission. And then it talks about unfinished business. So if I read these cards together, when we disconnect from the noise at top and go underground, focus on good intentions, listening to other energy transmissions that are coming at us. And there's a certain amount of unfinished business that that we can work on to finish. The noise above us is too loud. So if we go below and look at resource management, food management, water management, thought management. And the Lakota Sweat Lodge cards, and a lot of times the Lakota Sweat Lodge, you're going into a sweat lodge, into a dark place to get inside of oneself, much like going down into an anthill, into a kiva. It's interesting that an anthill and a kiva, when we break up the words and stuff, they're the same. Ki is, I think it's a Sanskrit word for ant, and Vi is the word for hill. Kiva, Hopi. Okay. Little fun fact. The Lakota Sweat Lodge. Mother Earth. Go underground for a while. Go into Mother Earth for a while. 3. So this is, pay attention to the winds. Pay attention to what you're birthing. Mother Earth, this is about a new beginning. This is about a new way of being. And if we pay attention to the direction of the wind, we can get answers. What is the direction of the wind that we produce? Ooh. What is the direction of the wind that we produce? Aishinu-ti. Moon time. Wow. Wow. Moon time. This is quiet time, a reflection time, a female time, going back to giving birth, moon cycles, female cycles, birthing. This row to me is all about creating something new, creating space and time to create. And the last card that we get, Journey to Wholeness. Journey to Wholeness. What a beautiful card. In this journey to wholeness, it's all about self-acceptance, wholeness, unconditional love, soul fragments, staying energetically present. Oh my gosh, I've been struggling with that. There's so much outside noise that I'm hearing that I'm struggling to stay present. And accepting, this card is about accepting all parts, the journey to wholeness. We have faults, we have positive attributes. They all blend in together. I'm looking at this energy transmission. As I said that, this journey to wholeness, the blending of positive, negative, the good intentions, the unfinished business. When it comes to be our time to shift worlds, are we going to look back and go, oh, the unfinished business? Or are we going to look back at all the good intentions that we brought forth to this world? These two cards are so powerful to me too. Mother Earth and Moon Time, Grandmother Moon. All right. The message for the ant people, from the ant people, is that there is unfinished business on the top side of the world. Our energy transmission of good intentions needs to come from within, from Mother Earth, in the quiet time of moon time. Knowing that things are cyclical, things change. And being good with who we are, with all our faults, with all our positive attributes. Journey to wholeness. Loving each other. Loving ourselves. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being here. Enjoy your Sunday. Enjoy your week. Peace and love.